There's a video going really viral
Is
on the
anyone
internet
else
that you and I are going to react to together today, because I haven't seen it.
I the only one tired of news. Now, nothing I got against this young man who's bringing this news. But if I go back and scroll, now there's some thrifting and there's more.
Donald Trump Jr.
See?
You call the women you don't like fat pigs?
Okay.
And that's all you see about that one. Hello, everyone. I was trying to turn the camera around. I'm sitting here sewing and watching TV. And I was wondering, am I the only one who is sick of news? And it's mainly one or two people that dominates the news. Then we got stuff going on like food so high, people can't afford food. People People can't really pay their bills. It's an epidemic. But, you know, we had just got to take God at His word that He's going to prepare. I mean, He's going to look out for us. So that's all we can do. You know, food get high, you still got to eat. And if you got an abundance of stuff and you know somebody that's hungry, you got an extra can of peaches, corn, peas, whatever, give it to them. And yeah, we're stocking up. So I'm turning this to put an elastic in a bandana, a dog bandana. I got to make a burp cloth. But yeah, we're trying to save up, but we don't want to see anyone hungry either. And, you know, you get kind of worried when you see people that don't have enough of anything. Then there's people that have an abundance of everything taken from those of us who don't even have enough to start with. Okay, these people get free medical, free dental, and probably for the rest of their lives. But they said those of us that's on Social Security and Medicaid and all of that, we get too much. So they're in the process. They said they're not going to touch Medicare. But y'all know we all found them out to be big liars. From the rooter to the tutor. And it's a hard pill to swallow that the people that's supposed to have your best interests at heart are the main one, doing all this. People are afraid to go to work because they're afraid of being deported. So all the industries are lacking because where they going to get the workers from? You know, they asked them where them fans at? Where them workers at? People scared, and I you can't really fault people for being afraid to come outside their door when they're getting carried away, no answers. So y'all saw that I do thrifting on my other channel. So I'm watching thrifting, I'm watching lifestyle videos, and I don't know what's going on with this hold on, y'all. It's bobbing beside it. Machines can be some complex thing. Now this thing is sitting here going along and the bobbin just jumps up. And I think I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm making, I know, see, I rambles off. and things happen. I'm making a craft room upstairs, but right now it's a little hot, and we would have to run that upstairs. See, I knew it. We would have to run the upstairs air conditioner, so I'm trying to keep costs down. So, and I got a whole lot of sewing machines upstairs, y'all. You don't want to know. I got one. This is Nona right here. The one when we first started wearing masks and I was making them, my old sewing machine gave out on me. So I had to order one from Amazon. So hence Nona, because she is the youngest of my babies, okay? But the rest of them are vintage. There's a Japanese one back there my husband got from Goodwill for $6.99. I don't know what's going on with this thread, y'all. It just don't want to pull. Oh, I see what happened. Some kind of way. This thread got wound around something else. See, the devil, I don't care what you start out to do. Oh, Satan, put his hand in everything. Satan, get thee behind me, you worker of iniquity. Y'all call that old red devil out. Call him out. That's the way it is in politics. You know, call him out. Sorry, y'all got to wind the bottom. Okay, y'all, I'm done. I watched Grammy's views, right? And Antonia, she's like me. She's a little fed up with everything that's going on. And I'm way past, well, I almost said I'm way past fed up, but you know, things happen beyond your control, and you can't do nothing about it. All you can do is sit back and watch and discuss. And yeah, I'm going to wet this thread. I used to see my mom and my grandma do that, and I found out why. It's to make the thread more attractive to the needle. Go figure. But you know what? This thing has an automatic threader on it, and I haven't taken time to learn how to do it. Y'all know something else I want to learn how to do? I want to learn how to do voiceovers. That's what I want to do. So if anybody know any videos where I can learn of what equipment I would need, let me know. But what I'm saying is, I am so sick of the news, sick and tired of the news. I am burnt out of news. So I guess I'll be watching my Gunsmoke and some of my Western during the day. Because like to watch thrifting videos, I need to be just sitting watching it like this, you know. And so I'll put on something where I can just listen to. So I can listen to Gunsmoke or Rawhide or whatever. But yeah, fed up. You know, I'm just sick. You know, you got people that can't eat, can't pay their bills. People getting pulled away from their children. Babies left crying. I mean, is it worth it to tear families apart? You know, I think about when we lost our son. And that's a whole nother, that's a whole nother thing, you know, when you lose a loved one. And they're pulling these families apart. Oh, no, go to but they're pulling families apart. And I saw one the other day where they got their father. He was carrying his child to childcare so he can go to work. And you know what I mean. They got him and carried him off, and I don't forget what they did with the child. I think they called somebody to get the child, or one of the agents carried the child. I don't know. But anyway, I think I turned from it. And I'm just over all this stuff. You know, y'all, I hope people think they got what they voted for. Because those that voted for this and those that didn't vote at all, y'all are the reason that we are going through such travesties. Now, I know you want to get the criminals out, but why getting the doctors and the workers, the farm workers and the people that's building the houses and the building and stuff? Yeah, go for the, isn't that cute? Go for the ones that's doing all the bad stuff. But those, I'm trying to see if that's a thread, y'all, and I don't think I had any green thread. But those that are trying to do what they need to do to be a family, why can't we just let people survive? You know, it's kind of, I don't know, it just tears my heart up, y'all. When I see all the injustices in the world, people getting killed for no reason, y'all. People need to have a heart. So all of y'all that voted red, are you happy now? I look at the young man, Adam Mockler. I watched Tabitha. I watched the Midas Touch. I watched Keith Edwards and Lawrence O'Donnell, Roland Martin, and some others to try to get some truth, to try to make sense of all this. And it's too much for you to comprehend. My heart goes out to everyone affected. And those of you that's going through, that you call this mess, I don't feel sorry for y'all not one bit. Because he told y'all what he was going to do. Y'all must have figured since he's a big liar, oh, he's not going to do that. But when it comes to inflicting pain on someone, he is the ringleader. The ringleader. I heard my mom and grandma talking about people that's ringleaders. Not for the good. But y'all, I don't want to be Debbie Downer, but it kind of does something to me to see all this going on. See all this going on, and you can't do nothing about it. So again, I ask those of you who voted for this person, you know, in that movie, Are We There Yet? Excuse me, y'all. I hadn't go get my water. In that movie, Are We There Yet? The kids kept asking, are we there yet? So those of you that voted for this, are we there yet? Are we at the point where we are just disgusted? Or are some of us at the point where some people probably are at that stage where they don't give a darn? You know, some people is like, well, you know how they say people don't care until it involves them. Well, I care, y'all. I care. It's too much pain and suffering in the world. I like I said, I remember when I lost my son. And all I could think about was, I can't talk to my son anymore. I can't hear him calling me. He was 43 when he died. I can't hear him calling me on the phone when my birthday come. And he had this little thing he'll call up, say, "Hey, old lady, happy birthday. How old are you now? About 100? And my children and I, and my husband with the children, both of us had this little thing about the children. Well, what we do? Stuff like that, And to have a sense of humor, and embrace your loved one with love and kindness. And so I'm going to turn this with this. I forgot what they call it. I know I had this might be a bodkin. I had another smaller bodkin around here, but I don't know what I did with it. I ordered this from Amazon, and the other bodkin, I think I ordered from Temu. But the other one would have been better on something like this. And I can reach my hand in and turn it. I'm trying to get used to using all the gadgets. But anyway, y'all, we need to have some love and some understanding and some empathy. That's the word. The orange man, he don't have empathy. He wasn't raised to have any kind of feeling for anybody else. But some of us got a heart. Some of us care what happened to the next person. Some people, and I've seen people tell folks that, and this is called a purple thing. I think I got one more, or this from Amazon too. I'm going to show y'all another gadget I love. If I can find it, my hump jumper. I use it, and here it is. Hump jumper. You put it under the presser foot when you got a thick, when you got something thick that you need to sew, but it need to be raised up a little bit for the needle to catch it. So that's what the hump jumper is. Been using my scraps. This strawberry, the strawberry was a strap piece of, so I got enough to make this part. So I'm doing what I need to do in red thread. Then I take the red thread out and go back to white. But they said love make the world go round. I don't know. It seems like now hate make the world go round. Ain't that what y'all finding out? It seems that hate is making the world go round. My fault and no more. I used to hear people say that. That meaning, I don't care what goes on with the next person. All I care about is me and my four, and no more. And the United States, Didn't used to be like that, but you know what? The Bible got to be fulfilled, y'all. The Bible has got to be fulfilled. So, we got to take it as it's come. I think this is a large. I think this is a large. But anyway, y'all, that's all I got. Thank y'all for coming and watching my videos. You know, I'm just a little beside myself today, you know. I'm in kind of a humdrum mood. So, please like, share, and comment. And if you enjoyed my video, consider joining my channel. I hope I didn't bring you down with what I was saying. But, you know, while I'm sitting here sewing, I said, let me vlog a little bit. All right, y'all. Have a nice day and have a great weekend. Bye-bye.